Resistance ASMR.
Hi, this is Debbie from Kentucky. I hope you all are doing well and you're faring well against this weather. I just wanted to say to you that I'm just so fucking sick and tired of hearing these damn Republicans talk about gun control. All of a sudden, he brought a gun to a protest. That poor man who was a sweet, loving guy, this kind person, and they killed him. Well, whatever happened to the slogan, guns don't kill people, people kill people? Republicans were famous for saying that. And that motherfucking Scott Benson's and Kash Patel, and then, of course, the president and all the little sycophants around him are all now saying, well, he brought a gun to a protest. They didn't even know he had a gun until he was lying on the ground with 7 agents on top of him. They pulled his gun out of his back where he kept it. That just pisses me off so bad, and I can't take it anymore. I'm from Kentucky. We know about carrying guns, and we know about how to use them. This boy did not do any of that. He was murdered, and the motherfuckers just keep saying it was his fault. And I'm so sick of them blaming everybody else and taking absolutely no responsibility. And I hope they get hung by their little testicles and their pussy hairs, and I don't care if you broadcast this or not, when they find out the truth of all of this, and they cannot avoid it any longer. I don't care. I'm so sick of them, I can't stand it. And I thank you for listening or not listening, and I'm really sorry that you have to listen to all of this. But I love you guys so much because you give us a place to voice our frustrations, our fears, and our concerns. Take good care. Love you bunch. Keep on kicking their ass.
Hi, Danger Corps. This is a personal rant outside of all the big things going on. I've just finished calling in refills for the 12th prescription this month, a personal record for me, 12 in 1 month, especially since I don't have prescription drug coverage because it's too expensive. My husband and I live on Social Security. We did, yes, indeed, lose our SNAP as of this month because we make $12 over the limit. Oh, and my son lost his Medicaid. Isn't life grand? Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck all the Republicans. Thank you. You're a cheap therapist. Bye.
Resistance ASMR.
Hell yes, Schumer should lose his position, and all the rest of the Democrats that cave to the Republicans. Every time Democrats get a win, they pull the rug right away from underneath us. I am sick and tired of them. Their old asses need to go home and retire. And we need some new blood in the Senate who is going to hold the line, who's going to stand up for the rest of the Democratic Party so we can get this fascist piece of shit out of office. Excuse my language, because I'm a Christian. But right now, I am angry. God forgive me. So, yes, we need a change in this country, and I'm calling from Deep Red, Mississippi.
Resistance ASMR.
Oh, I thought you said when I'm finished recording, just say no. And I'm like, oh my God, am I back in the 80s? All I have to do is say no? Wouldn't that be amazing if I could just say no ICE, no fucking fascist corporate regime, peace. Yes, peace, no corporate fascist regime. Anyway, so it just occurred to me that my son, who I'm a little estranged from, that I raised in Portland, I called him Devlin Danger. So he doesn't even know it, but he is a dangerous one. Hell yeah. Word to the mother. Love y'all. Late. From Cali.
Do you know I had to go to college for 4 months to become a truck driver? Just driving a semi-truck. I did that at 58 years old, by the way. And now those ICE people, those idiots, only have to go to 46 days? Are you kidding me right now? I had to go to college for 4 months for my truck driving degree. I had to pay $5,000 for that. And what are those ICE agents? When they're using guns and abuse, and I just can't believe it. I'm just driving a truck. And I had to go through, I had to get drug tested. I worked hard for that degree. I worked really hard. And they get in 40-some days? Wow. For nothing. They don't even have to do nothing or work for it. But that's not even the point. They're selling their souls. They're selling their souls to Satan for a job. Wow. I'm sorry to now give you all this. I'm sorry to. All right. I love you guys, the dangerous ones. I love y'all. I'm so happy you're here and when I see you having a beer, I'm having a beer with you. And it makes me feel good because I'm a widow, and so I usually end up having beers by myself. When I see you guys having a beer with me, I feel like I'm part of a team. Thank you for all that you do, and I love you guys. Bye.
What are you doing to resist?
Hey, Dangerous Ones, this is California calling. Hey, I just wanted to thank you guys for playing the MLK videos. That was much needed right now. We definitely need that message sent out everywhere. So thank you very much. You guys keep up the great work, and you have a fantastic day. Bye.
Hey, Dangerous Ones. This is Betsy in Tennessee. Thank you for all your hard work. Love the MLK episode. I'm just catching up on all my episodes. That snorting that Trump is doing is due to drug addiction. I work in addiction recovery, and that is definitely up the nose of some kind that he is doing. Anyway, love you guys.
Hey guys, Blue Dot again in Ohio. I got 4 beers in me tonight. Holy shit. I'm tired of watching people die, man. I mean, we've all grown up with violence. I lived in Estes Park back when the Columbine shooting happened, and I had friends. I was part of the youth group in the church right next to Columbine. I can't remember the name. I blocked that shit out. I remember when it started, you know. I was there. My dad was a social worker. They called him in. I drove down several hours after Columbine, and I just remember poignantly, like, when the death of Americans just started, in my opinion, in my humble, stupid, uneducated opinion. Listen, I don't know shit about nothing, but my eyes see what they have seen.
Resistance ASMR.
They hurt, man. Renee's good hurt. The poor black gentleman, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, I suck. But and so many others. I mean, my God, this goes back longer than I've been alive, and there's so much blood on America's hands, and I'm tired of saying we're the good guys. I mean, I pledge allegiance. I went to Catholic school, for fuck's sakes. Woo! Pledge allegiance and prayed, and what did he do, you know, for America? And now I look at us and, like, if this is what we're doing to ourselves now, I can't imagine what it would be like to have lived in another country under our, you know, rightful wars or whatever. Jesus, we're fucking horrible people. Racists. Ignorant. It's like, we just, I mean, our gun culture is so, trust me, when I started buying guns, because I started getting scared a while ago, I dipped a toe in. Goober, would you chill, please? Thank you, boss. My dog's going nuts, sorry. It's just, they promote this inherent need for violence. If you're an American, you better carry a gun because you could be the good guy that stops all the fucking bad guys. This is not Die Hard. We do not live in a fucking movie. We got to go home to our families at night. I mean, honestly, the cop, or I shouldn't even say cop, my bad. The federal fucking agent, well, usually it's cops, but for once, the federal fucking agent that, God, I'm tired of watching people's lifeless bodies drop. This shouldn't happen to humans. We should not be scrolling through our fucking phones watching other humans die. That is tragic. I mean, the mental stress, oh, shit. Oh, I'm so lost. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep a thought straight, but fuck. This is horrible. I mean, at this point, can we have, like, why can't we need to draft a vote of no confidence? You know what I mean? Like, okay, enough people put their names together in a fucking, and then say, you know, we want this administration out. It's time to get creative. You know what I mean? Fuck the law, because they don't care. Let's get creative. Let's J6 them for once. You know what I mean? If enough of us show up at the White House, I hate I'm saying this out loud, probably on the fucking list now. Haha. Pricks. I love you guys. Thank you for giving me this. You're in my phone as the vent number. Oh, I love you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Resistance ASMR.
Hi, guys. Sorry if it's noisy and you can't hear very well. I'm driving, but I wanted to leave this message before I forgot because I'm severely ADHD. Who knows where it'll go? Anyway, if you work in daycare or like at a craft store or whatever, you know that glitter is the herpes of the craft world. So, what if, to repel ice, we start making like coats with sort of like a bubble wrap type style filled with glitter on like arms and legs where they grab you so they explode and they get glitter all over them and then they'll never get rid of it. And then that way, even if they're out there without their disguise and their masks and whatever, they'll have glitter somewhere on them and we'll be able to pick them out. Just an idea. I wanted to know what you guys thought. Thanks.
Well, it's Broadway Scott calling from San Mateo, Burlingame, California. I just finished today's show. It's great. I have had the burning rage of at least 7 furnaces from hell for the last week. I haven't caught up on all the videos yet, but I'm still working on it. But I did want to offer a couple glimmers of hope because it has just been a shit show week. Today, well, another raging thing that happened today was the woman who got dragged out of her car who was on the way to a doctor. And she is partially, not paralyzed, but that was gross. Other news story that broke today that I found interesting was that there is reporting from people that have been in ICE for the last decade or two do not like what is happening within this agency. And there is a small but good minority of officers who are not happy with how this is going. Now, there was a whistleblower that blew the roof off of the list of names of people that have enlisted, which I'm not for doxing, But it's good to have these names so that people know who they are and can identify them later and you know, have some ramifications. So that's one bit of good news. The other good news, a little bit of, I guess, good news, is that Tom Tillis is actually stopping any nominations for DHS to go through. So that will be some helpful, and I think there's actually going to be some movement on removing Kristi Noem. I think the protests are working. So everybody get out there and protest. Keep doing it. Blast your social media. Get the word out. If you have MAGA friends, have serious chats about this, because I think even some of the MAGA people are disgusted by what's going on. So resistance is working, and dangerous ones are going to do it too. Like, I mean, we are part of the solution and not part of the problem. So I want everybody to remember that as we go forward. Anyway, try to look for those glimmers of hope. It's so hard. I've been really struggling this week. I turned 60 on January 3rd when the Venezuela thing happened, and I've been freaking out for 12 days. So anyway, thank you all. Thanks, Nick and Jim and Mark and Tiff. You guys are so good. You're so great. And you give me solace and hope, and I think this group of people that are assembling here is a fantastic thing, and it's going to get bigger. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Hey, gang, it's Scott, Broadway Scott D. in Burlingame, San Mateo. A little down today. My head's been spinning around faster than Linda Blair's in The Exorcist the last 24 hours. One of the things that's really had me spinning was your interview with Malcolm. And I've been trying to post it all over every page I subscribe to, and letting people know that interview was there, because I thought he laid out so perfectly. And as all the news sprung today about the Greenland thing, it just really had me spinning. So I was trying to get more eyes to it, because I thought it was a very critical interview, and nobody says it like Malcolm does. Anyway, that. And so the MLK show was fantastic. I've been very thoughtful today in my deeds and actions to others. Tried to get some food to some people as well. But I always have leftovers on Sunday, so I try to pass them out to people that need food on the streets locally on Mondays. So I continued that today. Anyway, I was going to say something that I was brought to my attention by Angela, who is Park Rose Permaculture there in Portland, who I really hope you connect with. I think she's a great resource, and I would love to see you guys commingle. She brought it to my attention, at least anyway, that there is a huge union push in Minnesota on the 23rd for a work stoppage, and it's one of the biggest of its kind in 40, 50, 60 years, I guess. And so I thought that was very critical, that maybe you could highlight that and talk more about that, and how the labor in this country needs to start mobilizing more to build against this. So another head-spinning day. I hope you all had a great weekend. It sounds like you did. And I will call back soon. Maybe, hopefully, next time a little more upbeat. But thank you for today, and a really great tribute to MLK. Take care. Bye.
Hey, Luisita, give me another beer over here. I'm trying to make a phone call. Keep the music down, Jose. Hey, guys, I'm giving you a call. So hang no block. I'm over here at the Silver Spur. We're having a couple of beers after work, me and the boys, and a couple of girls. Anyhow, I just want to call in, and I was watching on TV where old Trump is trying to hide the fact he's got a little bitty old pecker. And I'm telling you what, somebody said, I don't know, I think it was on Jimmy Kimmel or somewhere, but they said he had a wiener smaller than a little mushroom. Well, hell, there's a lot of them things that are smaller than, like a little jalapeno or one of them other chilies, the kind we grow here. But anyhow, I'm just calling in to check with you. Make sure you're all safe and sound. Don't give up. We need to stand up to that old prick. He's a... God almighty. Luisita, you can't do that to him right here. Get on to the bathroom. My God almighty. Anyway, have a good day. So hang New Block, New Mexico.
Resistance ASMR.
Dangerous ones, Lolo here. You guys just, you're phenomenal. You're phenomenal. My daughter by another mother. The picture that you have in it says celebrating the original resistor. That I love it, how she's so sternly, her face is looking forward, Tiffany's face, and how Martin Luther King is on the side, and I just love that photograph. I'm a picture person. I'm a photographer. Anyway, I love the protest songs back in the day, Pete Seeger and Joanne Baez, those protest songs. If we could refurbish or revamp those songs, that would be great. Yeah, I'd love that. Thank you guys. Bless you, Nick, Jim. You folks are phenomenal. Thank you. You give us, down in my soul, you give us peace. Okay. Love you. Bye-bye.
Hi, Danger Corps. This is one of the dangerous one from Ohio, Lori. Hey, listen, I was raised with a narcissistic, abusive sister. And let me tell you what they always want and what their focus is on the reaction. So when your reaction is to mock them and make fun of them, they don't know how to handle that. So you guys talking about that today, it's the best way to handle narcissism and somebody who's trying to make themselves feel tough. Anyway, keep going. Love you guys. Love the show. Stay safe.
I seen your videos of the public making fun of the ICE agents. I think there needs to be a giant sign in bold letters telling them, your mother must have been a bitch to raise such a bastard. Thank you.
Judy, California, on Redneck Ridge. I kid you not. The universe has a wicked sense of humor. But I called to tell you another thing. There was this video, I think it was in Minneapolis, of a couple that called for a DoorDash delivery. And when the Hispanic gal was at the door, ICE rushed up and she ran into their house and hid in the basement. So ICE is standing outside while this couple with a baby, and I'm sorry if you've seen this, and I'm repeating it. My point is they were threatening the inhabitants that they were going to break in, and the people were trying to, push back, and you're not coming in the house. The thing that people are forgetting when they're harassing them, ask them to see their papers. Show me your papers, because they don't have one. And the guy said, when the guy inside the house said something about that, he goes, oh, we're going to go get them, or we're getting them. No, he said, we're going to go get them, or some shit. So the whistles, getting their license plate numbers, right? They're harassing people now for following them. And another guy said to a LGBT woman who was a Marine or in the services, again, the comment about, didn't you learn anything from last time? So please keep reminding people, and the peaceful protests are so important. They saw that guy burning the flag, I don't know where it was, at a protest, and then he just walks away. They've got to watch out for the shit disturbers. You guys know that. That happened, and it's not happening, but I don't know. God, sitting here trying to do something. God bless you all for giving them hell. Please be safe. Continue to do it. And I get scared sometimes because I've said this. I'm in a small town, a very red. It's not as purple as I thought it was. And people know you. And I've had guys come up to me and say things that I posted like
way early on, was posting hashtag Christofascism. And some local boy that I hired for work at my house got in my face and was telling me he was a black belt karate. He was a little guy, and that he could kill someone. It was really weird. And then he said that. He goes, "What does that mean?" So that's why I say that. That's why I call with not stupid, but, suggestions people need to be reminded of. And you're right. If we make fun of them, psychologists have said that. Making fun of them is like the only thing that works. So the guy falling, the ice being taken out by ice. The best.
Hi, Dangerous Ones. This is Anonymous from Yamhill County. And I just listened to Stephen Miller blab about how we all need to do this and do that. And he's, doing his little hand motions of, I gotta get my way, like a little baby. But what dawned on me, and what I just don't understand is the leftist agitators are always mentioned, the leftists, but yet never is the rightist agitators ever mentioned, when they are really seemingly more violent. And, yeah. So the hypocrisy, I think we're all just kind of getting tired of it. How can we get these motherfuckers out of the White House? Stephen Miller is probably one of the most evil, I don't even want to say worm, because worms are wonderful and they do good for our earth. He is a blight. He's not even worth mentioning. That's how bad he is. He's an ingrown hair. He's a very painful, but he doesn't have any hair. So I honestly can't think of anything vile enough to really describe his shittiness. So I think he's one of the biggest problems and has been for years. And you look at his high school clips, and he was a fuckwad then too. So how are we allowing these motherfuckers so much power in their hurtful words, but yet we say something and we're tackled by 10 goons that we are actually paying for? It makes no sense. Can we please get some common sense in this nation? Please. I'd really like to hear from our Oregon representatives. I love that we're semi-protected, but we need to hear. We need to hear from them. And I love even if it's just a little blip on Instagram or social media, just keep it going, because the silence allows their bullshit to dominate. We need to stay vocal. It does help. It does make a difference. And if they are being threatened, tell us, people. Tell us. I want to hear about it. I can't believe we haven't heard about the cost of all of this evil that they are creating in our world. Okay. Thank you again for all that you do.
Hi, Dangerous Ones. This is Anne. I'm from Seattle, and I'm 60 years old. I just finished watching your Martin Luther King show, and it was truly special. Really, really inspiring, and also tragic in a way that those words ring so true these days. Also, I wanted to just tell you, I realize that he's married, has a family, but oh my gosh, it's so hot. And I'm old, but I just had to say that. So keep doing what you're doing. Turn our days around. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Kevin here in Des Moines. I was at the store today in line, and this little old lady had to put most of her stuff back because she couldn't pay it with her SNAP benefit. And it just got into a conversation, and I just said, who do you think is paying for Trump's McDonald's and Diet Coke? it's the same people that are worried about people with their SNAP benefits. And we just got a lot of laughter in the store. I just thought of you guys when I did that. So I'm just a blue dot here in this red state. I love your guys' show. Looking for the next episode.
Hey, Dangerous Ones. Love you guys. This is Lily in Oklahoma. And I just want to say, did the orange one actually flip off that guy? Because I really couldn't tell with that itsy-bitsy, teeny-tiny finger. Was that a finger in the air? Was that a little stub? What was that in the air? I really just couldn't tell. But more power to the dude for standing up to him. And I hope the GoFundMe raises millions of dollars for the guy so he never has to go back there. Have a good evening. Thanks so much for doing what you're doing. Love you.
Hello. Thank you for covering this. I wanted to let you know, in case you hadn't heard, that people are using fart spray very effectively in protesting ICE agents. It's really kind of genius because it definitely makes them take a step back. It's very hard for them to tell who did it, and it ruins their day, and it slows them down. So I wanted to tell you about that so you can spread the word. So that's it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Sherry, and I wanted to point out that the ICE agent, Jonathan Ross, everyone is assuming that he is in hiding somewhere and he's not on the streets. But all these ICE officers are masked and covered up, and their identities are hidden. There's nothing to say this administration didn't put him right back on the streets, and they don't have him hiding in plain sight. The whole point of them being masked is that we don't know their identities. I was watching a video of one of the protesters interacting with an ICE agent, and she was upset with him, and she was saying that ICE killed her neighbor. And his reply was, "I killed your neighbor?" And I wish that she had thought about that, because my reaction watching that was, well, how does she know you didn't? Because he's working on the assumption that she knows who he is and knows that he is not Jonathan Ross. And I'm watching the video going, I don't know that you're not Jonathan Ross. Which makes me think any of you guys could be Jonathan Ross. We don't know where he is. And this administration is so freaking stupid, they had him on the streets when he shouldn't have been in the first place. You're telling us he got dragged? We all know that any other officer wouldn't be on the streets. He'd be on desk duty or something, PTSD. Everyone's made that comment. But it doesn't seem anyone's thought about this guy being masked and possibly being on the street. Because the whole point of these guys is that we don't know their identities. Just a thought. Have a good day. Thanks. Peace.
Hi, this is Georgie from Northern Arizona. I really appreciate you guys. I listen to you all the time. And thanks for taking on this really stressful task for you guys. So to that end, I have made a little song for you that I hope you'll find amusing and maybe get a laugh out of. It's inspired by you guys and also by an old 60s musical that some may recognize some version of the tune of. So here it goes, and I call it Shitler.
What are you doing to resist?
Well, he's a Mango Mussolini, a pedophile, a treason weasel, spray tan Stalin, low IQ. Placido Domingo, diaper Don, Tangerine, Palpatine, Don the Con, Adderall-addled, orange-ass clown, slumdog billionaire. He's just a pussy-neck, gas station urinal cake, hair hat Hitler, old yellow stain, Don Corleone, on shits and pants, Manchurian cantaloupe, orange pus bag, POTUS shit stain, traitor talk, fat Nixon gas bag, dirty Don.
So I hope you got a laugh out of it, and I'll probably call again and say something that has more to do with what's going on. But today I just thought I'd try to lighten the load a little bit. It's pretty heavy for you guys, so take care of yourselves. Keep yourselves happy and healthy as you can, given the task that you've given yourselves. So hey, thanks a lot, you guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I got a couple of good ones. The one that I just posted was, I think Kristi Noem's lips were at 15 to 20 psi, but Caroline Levitt's were only at 10 psi today. So what's going on there? The other one would be just yelling at the ICE agents that I just talked to your mom. She said you used to suck dicks for a living. Is that true? Or hey, when you get back to your station, all of you ICE agents, do you suck each other's dicks or just fuck each other's ass? And that's about it.
Hey guys, I think I've left you a couple messages where I watch you a lot. I love your energy. I'm loving what you have to say. I'm loving the fact that you're trying to organize as many people as possible. You know, I have a brain tumor and I'm dying of pancreatic cancer. Yet I'm still out there, as weak as I am, protesting for every little inch I can protest with. You know, I take my little service dog, Milo, and we even go down into Denver, certainly up and around Boulder, and we protest every chance we get. But I also know, in a message that I left you, that we need to do some stealth resistance as well. You know, we got to hit them from all sides. We got to be smart about it. You know, we got to lay out the land and understand what's really going on. And Americans are not hip to fascism. We don't understand it. They teach very little of it in school. Our parents, a lot of the young people's parents, never even went to war. Or if they did, you know, it was something stupid like Iraq or Afghanistan. Not that they were stupid wars, not at all, but they were lied to. At least World War II, we were trying to get rid of fascism. There was a reason for it. I was born after the war, shortly after the war. So I understand it a lot more than most people. Plus, I'm a history buff. And because I come from Germany, I was born there, and my parents were on the streets of Berlin during World War II. Homeless, no parents, no food, no houses to live in, really, after we bombed them. They went through hell trying to bring their country back. So, you know, I don't want America to have to experience to where we crash and burn before we can rebuild. We got to do something in between. And we got to get Daddy Diaper Pants out of the White House. That's for sure. And we got to hold everybody in the regime to account for what they have done. We need our Nuremberg trials. They have to stand trial for what they have done to the American people. The corruption, the criminal behavior, the lies, all of it. And we cannot elect another Democratic president without the promise that they will do that. And the same with Congress. If they are not willing to go after these people and they do the regular ho-hum Democrat scene, it doesn't work anymore in America. This is 2025, not 1976. So, the days for the status quo is over. I've never been a status quo person. I've always been fighting. I've been fighting since I was a teenager, during the 70s and 80s, actually starting even in the 60s as a 12-year-old. So I've always been out there protesting what has gone on. The Vietnam War, which is an illegal war, we went in again for a regime change. America is probably the most violent country on the planet. And the people in the country, all of us, are somewhat violent, especially when you tread on us. And they've just been treading a little too far. Imagine how the maggots are going to feel when Trump decides all the guns in the country need to go. Because no good dictator will let himself be outgunned by anyone. And there are more guns on the streets than there are people. So that's something to think about, folks. That when you're going rah, rah, rah for ICE, and you're with your AK in your backyard, Daddy Diaper Pants is going to take those away from you. And you don't see it. I do. I know it. I understand history. I understand dictators. I've studied them. So, especially Hitler, who was a complete clown. But everybody voted for him, and then look what he did. So, peace to you all. Stay safe.
Hi, this is Rita from Boston, and I was just watching one of your programs, and the question came up, what more can happen? And with the National Guard and everything, it was reminiscent of Kent State. And, I was a young teenager during that time, and I would go to all the protests in Boston, big protest area. I hitchhiked to Washington, D.C. when I was 13, and I was, involved in some of the really big marches there. And it's horrible what's going on, and I don't know. It's a scary time. Well, everybody keep your heads up and come on out, youth. Come on out.
Hey, I'm really scared. I feel like I'm the only one that's paying attention to what's going on in my community. I'm going through some DV things. I just want to know what to do. I don't know what to do. I want to do something. I want to do something, not just sit in my room and forget about this shit. I want to do something. What's Salem, North Carolina? Do I just go to the courthouse, hold a sign, sit there, knit? I don't know. I'd like to talk to someone that doesn't live here. Maybe someone from Canada, a pen pal or something. Guys, Mexico, Canada, we're gonna need some. We're gonna need someone to talk to. Please. Thank you.
Resistance ASMR.
Hey guys, I love y'all. You've given me hope in the last few days. Thank you for that. The coverage in Michigan and just honestly around the world of people resisting against the fascist state. Can't believe I'm saying that. The fascist fucking state we're living in right now. Oh, the embarrassment I have. I wanted to travel the world, man. I'm 43. I still want to go see things, and now, I gotta hang my head. My dog is going nuts in the background. I'm sorry. But that's why I got him, to spoil his ass. So enjoy. fucking, I wanted to see the world. Now I got to hang my head everywhere I mean, we already did. Don't get me wrong. We were never, you know, I don't know. From what I've heard from other countries online, we seem to be pretty ignorant and, you know, blatantly proud of things that other countries have done just as well, if not better, than we have from the beginning. And we're relatively young, so good God, our hubris is amazing. I mean, it's just this place event for Little Blue Dot is wonderful. Thank you. My God. Honestly, I'm about to join the Discord tonight. I think. And like, if we could subsect this into like, hey, states even maybe, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, I don't mean to separate people, but at the same time, give people a chance to like, hey, if you're in this area, you know, I don't know how to contact people that think like me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not that good at Discord, man. Maybe, you know, it's easier once you're on there. I'm new, dude. I drive nails, man. I'm not a smart man. I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you. Bought body armor the other day. Just saying. Fuck, man. I mean, who doesn't love guns? I mean, I get it. I would pay fuck, let's get more restrictions. These people are silencers, I'm okay. Who gives a fuck? That's for hearing protection. But bump stocks and machine guns and, come on, this gun culture, I dipped a toe in it, and holy shit, man, that is a money-grubbing hole of right-wing propaganda bullshit. Maybe, I don't know, guys, I'm just saying, maybe dip into that. That is such a horrible place. Even if you want to buy a gun, you kind of have to go there. You know what I mean? Just to defend yourself, you have to dip a toe in the right-wing space. They own that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see a bunch of liberal gun stores. Just saying. Throwing thoughts, guys. This time I'm 3 beers in. My bad, yo. I love you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. If my balls were 10 centimeters bigger, I'd be posting with you, but shit, here we are. Blue Dot in Ohio, out.
Hi, Danger Corps. This is Kathy from Nevada. I just wanted to share with you that I saw a YouTube video with a gentleman, who is in Minnesota, and he was purporting that those of us that are angry all go armed to fight back ICE. Don't do it. Don't get sucked in to what Trump wants us to do. Continue to remain calm, and hopefully we all survive. Have a good evening, Danger Corps. Thanks all. Bye.
Hey, Dangerous Ones. This is Tiffany from North Carolina. I was just calling because I was listening to the Dangerous Ones ASMR, Resistance ASMR last night, and it was great. It was far too entertaining. It had definitely parts that made you really sad, and parts that got you fired up, and parts that got you really angry. But I just could not stop laughing at the interludes of the ASMR interludes. Like, what have you done for resistance Like it was so funny. I actually listened to it in 2 parts while I just kind of relaxed, and it was just very good to hear from the Danger Corps community, and just to see where people are thinking, and some made me laugh, and some gave me hope, and some made me sad, and it was just a good thing to be able to connect with. And I was also laughing at the I don't know what you would call it, the digital of you guys kind of just staring off in the distance and turning every now and then. It kind of reminded me a little bit of The Walking Dead. No offense, I hope that's not offensive, but it was pretty funny, but a good thing that you guys put together. So thank you. And one of the things that I just wrote a couple of things down about that kind of reminded me and jogged my memory from last night. Just about how much I love independent media, and so thankful for podcasts like you guys and other different podcasts that I listen to throughout the day. And just the comparison, I don't listen to anything right-wing. I fully admit that I'm in an echo chamber, but I do know what they're saying on some parts. So, but every time I do hear clips of what they are saying, or we see things that they're doing, they always sound so angry and so defensive, especially that Stephen Miller. I don't know what is wrong with him, but it's literally just like, it's crazy. It's just like, why do they always sound so angry? Or if they're not angry, they're like super condescending, and they have to put other people down to get a laugh. And, we do it for fun too, but we also, do a great job of lifting up every people. And maybe it's just that, they are tired of always only having to lift up Trump. He's the only one that's allowed to get praise, apparently, because that's why they're all miserable. Anyway, I was also thinking about Kamala was right. Every time I see shit that's been happening, it's just Kamala was right. I don't know that she could have written a better playbook for us to follow and to know what was going forward. And I just get so frustrated and so angry that this all could have been avoided. And one of the things that I was thinking about, like, I tried to, not that I am embracing MAGA at all, and I am not fully angry at what they did to this country, but I also, the logical side of me is just kind of like, I have come to the realization after the last election that we really were not working with the same information. Things that I was told by a couple of conservative people after the fact were things that were never touched on in the Democratic campaign, and things that were just completely obtuse and crazy that people would even believe some of the things that they were saying. But and then with the presidential debate where Kamala swept the floor with Trump, some of the things he was saying, as far as obviously the eating the cats and the dogs was just dumb, but there was that, and that was actually from close to my hometown in Ohio. But so I was very upset about that and angry, because I have family that would be considered would be a target. My dad has an accent, and he's been a citizen and served in the military, but you know what? They don't see that. They don't see that when they are targeting these people, that we are the same people that are fighting for this country. And one of the...
Hey, Danger Corps, it's Danny. I just wanted to reach out. Danny from New Jersey. I'm watching after work. I really love you guys. You're all keeping me sane. I'm getting to the point where I need to stop consuming a lot of this nonsense, but I feel like I can keep viewing, because here there's hope. I feel like I need to gray rock this orange crush and focus more on other things that are going on, since his stupidity is fucking endless. He gets off on any attention. I feel like we need to stop talking about him just address the lawmakers who are doing the real work or making the major offenses. Stop saying his name and erase him in real time. Then we can put the pressure on the people we need to pressure to get things done. Take him out of the sphere of influence. Nothing is more effective than making him feel invisible. As far as the Epstein files, we don't need to put more pressure on him as a guilty party. We know he is. Make a list of his offenses to remember and save for later, but let's start looking into the other people involved and turning the heat up on them. These women and children need justice. What's happening in Minnesota is insane. Crimes against women and minorities, it's just disgusting. As a survivor of rape myself, all of this is super triggering to me. 4 out of 5 women have experienced sexual assault. Just let that sink in. So women make up 51% of our population. Then you have 1 in 6 boys or men experience sexual assault, mostly by the hands of other men. Women, children, and minorities are not okay in this country. Not to mention the other acts of violence besides sex, or, could be anything from beating, whatever. We need the top 1% in corporations out of our elections. No more financial donations to garner favor for their self-interest. And Elon, you've donated enough sperm. Let it go. You're a dysfunctional prick. We don't need any more of your kind. Contraception, people. Just contraception. Thank you for letting me talk. But we really need to light a fire under some key people's asses to really get things done. And we need to erase this idiot in chief out of the timeline right now. I can't take it anymore. Thank you. I love you guys. I hope you have a good night.
Hi, this is Mary in Ohio. I just want to let you know that at 73 years old, I'm doing my very best, but it seems overwhelming for everything. Right now, I'm in the middle of canning because who knows what's going to happen. So that's one thing. And then the data center, they're trying to put it in underneath our noses, so the commissioners are having their meetings Thursday and next Thursday, and we have organized and are trying to prevent the data center, but whether that helps or not, who knows. They're the ones that are going to make the money. It's just such crap. They don't care about the welfare of the people in 20 years. And truthfully, I think a data center, by the time the 15-year abatement or whatever it's called is over, 75%, that it'll be obsolete and they'll close down and never pay taxes. But that's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. The other thing is our homeless. I've been working at the homeless center. The only time we can open up the warming center is if it's below 21 degrees. And you know how cold it is here? We've had it open several nights. I've cooked 3 meals to take over there. I have to say they've all been good and everybody loved them, and other people are contributing too, but it's like the last couple of times we were open, we didn't even have enough cots for people to sleep on. And then get this, we're doing a $30 million renovation of the riverfront. So they have closed the roads going to the river, have kicked the homeless out. But where are they supposed to go? They had little tent cities down there. And now, I don't even know where they're going. I'm just at a loss of what to say. And lastly, just a minute ago, I got information on my news feed. We have a couple private groups here in Portsmouth that ICE have rolled into town. They're at one of our Mexican restaurants right now. Our youth from the college are going down there, and some people are going to join them. I'm in the middle of cooking, canning, so I can't, but I don't know what's going to happen. They're so desperate to arrest brown people that they're coming to a little town that the only brown people here have been here. I've been here 14 years. And I see the same people when I go to the Mexican restaurants, when I go into the stores, I see them buying things. It's just unbelievable. These people are not federal agents. They're Gestapo. They're fascist. I was proud to be in the Army, and I'm not so proud right now. The way they treat people, and you're not even safe now if you're a white woman. They can shoot you in the face because they don't like you. Pray for our town. I'm really worried because all these people are friends. All these people matter. They've been here forever. We need to have a way to naturalize citizens faster, immigration, a better deal. This is not the way to do it. Paying the Gestapo millions of dollars for them to act like thugs. They don't even have a high school education, or they are overweight. I'd be ashamed to serve next to them. I guess that's enough ranting for now. It's probably been 5 minutes. I love you guys. I listen to every show you put on. Take care of yourselves. God bless and help us all.
You know, I'm just watching this report on the federal agents that shot another man, Alex Peretti, 37. You know, they don't care. This murderous administration doesn't care. They want the people to rise up and give them reason to fire back even more. And because we haven't, they are just being blatant. The only way we are going to stop this is to stop the flow of money to it. Will Congress do that? Because they have the power to do that. But will they do that? No, I don't think so. Minnesota had it right with the general strike. Can you imagine if all 50 states did that? If we stopped going to work, and I know people are already hurting financially. You don't have to do it like in a row, but one day a week. Think about how much money would come out of coffers of the wealthy and the corporate elites if the people did that. Stop working for one day a week. Don't go anywhere. Don't buy anything. Don't do anything. Stay in your homes one day a week. That would take so much money out of this country that the powers that be would probably rise up, or I should say the corporate elite would rise up and go against the powers that be and say enough is enough. You need to stop this insanity. I mean, we got to try it. We got to try it. We cannot get violent. We cannot succumb to Trump so that they enact the Insurrection Act, which, by the way, I recently heard governors can deny the Insurrection Act. They cannot comply to it. So that's something maybe you guys can check into and talk about, a governor's power to not comply with the Insurrection Act. How would that go? Anyway, this is getting worse. I'm starting to wonder if Trump is even in control, because this sounds like a Steve Miller Hegseth world right now. I wonder how much Trump even knows is happening. I mean, I know he's lied to all the time. So how much are they shielding him and covering up from him? Not that I don't think he wouldn't get off on this, but in his demented mind, is this real? I mean, I don't know. It's crazy out there. It's nuts. It's just nuts. Anyway, this is Kim from Spokane. Just getting it out because I just saw this. I just woke up and I just saw this, and I'm like, I don't know what I did to wake up in hell, but I wish somebody would tell me so that I can start, redeeming myself from it. I mean, it's just, seriously, this is crazy. Oh my God, it's so crazy. I can't even say have a good day, because who can have a good day after seeing this? I can't say have a nice day. Who can have a nice day after seeing this? I don't even know where to go or how to end this call, except I love you guys. I do. You all rock, and thank you for giving me this outlet to call, because it's all just crazy. Bye.
I just want to tell you, this is Lisa calling from Georgia. I love you guys. Yes, we tore them Republicans down. Let's go blue wave. Now let's get rid of Satan's son out of the White House and his regime. I love you guys. I'm watching. God bless you.
Resistance ASMR.
Hey, 5 minutes goes really fast. This is Tiffany again. Anyway, I'm gonna definitely not make this one 5 minutes, but I was just calling, just talking about my dad being. He was brought here. He's an immigrant. Came when he was 14. Grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Joined the military. Been a citizen explicitly so that he could vote. He became a citizen. He self-supported in 2016 when Trump first got elected, but he came back. But yeah, that was just crazy. But it's just that he's got a target on his back, and for them to make those insane comments, about the cats and the dogs, and they're just so incendiary, and they have no. It's like literally what everyone says. Cruelty is the point. Because they literally have no regard for people's lives that are actually at risk by the things that they say. And, one of the other things I was thinking about is just how far they have bastardized Christianity. I don't, for me, I believe in Christ. Like, I am a Christian. However, at the same time, I'm not one of these Christians that are the Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk and obviously white supremacist Christians, because obviously I'm not white. So, but anyway, the main thing of it is just the fact. I guess it doesn't matter because you have some black Christians that are doing the same, on the same grift. But it's just the America never seems to really see that when they say evangelical, they are bastardizing Christianity because the majority of black Christians are Democrats. That never seems to cross anyone's mind. And yet, they want to do, we're going to go for the evangelical vote. That's not what they mean. Because if they did, then, what they've done is made everyone on our side basically demonic in their eyes. And, it's just really frustrating because, they've been able to co-opt Christianity just like they co-opted the flag and co-opted quote-unquote morality, but they are the most immoral people. And it's just one of those things that it's just hard to believe. Like, if Jesus were to come back now, like I was listening to one of the other callers before on the thing, if he were to come back, he's an immigrant and he was a refugee. So they would completely be trying to deport Jesus. And so it's absolutely insane. And, it's just one of those things that it's just like, like I said, it comes back to we've been working with two different sets of information for so long. And, they're going to have a lot, for anyone to still be a Trump supporter at this point, it's like, I don't understand it at all. I don't see how you could see people being that cruel intentionally, no joy, no fun, no, just, unless it's in suffering. I don't understand that at all. And I just really hope that it gets better fast. And I really hope that we can stop this before it gets too much worse. Anyway, I wish you guys a great rest of the week, and I love you guys, and thank you for doing what you do. Okay, bye-bye.
Hey guys, I'm glad you guys are around because I'm having a really hard time with just about everything that's going on. It's just getting worse and worse. And a story that came into my view a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago, was the one of about a 14-year-old girl who was impregnated by somebody in Epstein's circle. I don't know who, whether it was Epstein or who was involved, but she ended up giving birth on a yacht with Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump, and I don't know who else. A doctor obviously was there as well. And when she gave birth, after she gave birth, they threw the baby into the lake. And she never even got to hold her baby, she said. 14 years old. And I was thinking, Donald Trump projects everything. Everything he does is a projection of all his own evil. And when he said during his campaign, he was saying that they kill the babies, that they abort the babies, even in the 9th month, after they're born. That was him telling on himself about throwing that baby into the lake. Just my thought. First Amendment. I don't know if that really happened or not. I mean, she said it happened. And that's just my thought. He's got that ingrained in his brain. It's so heavily in his brain that... Anyhow, it's part of this. It's so wrong. All right, bye.
What are you doing to resist?
Hello, my name is MJ. I'm in Los Angeles, California. We were the first to experience and fight back against the ICE raids and military in our streets pitted against us. And I think we showed out and showed up and showed out and showed the rest of the country that this is unacceptable. And now state by state, they're making us so proud out here because the fight has never been stronger, harder, bigger, badder, better. I just want to say that when the smoke clears, we need to abolish ICE. We need to abolish Citizens United. We need to abolish the Patriot Act. But in the meantime, especially the blue states, call your governors, call your senators, but especially your governor, and tell them it is unacceptable to have ICE in your state at all, and demand that they break their contracts with ICE and close the facilities down. Release everybody. Release all of the hostages in the ICE detention centers that have been in there since this all began. And release everybody else, because since this is the thinking of the government, I don't care if it was Obama or whoever, you cannot be illegal on stolen land. This is apartheid stolen land from the Native Americans, who are very much torn apart because of what's happening, because they see it happening all over again of what happened to their ancestors. It's reminding people of Nazi Germany. And there are so many correlations between Nazi Germany and the ICE people. I don't even call them agents. They're so untrained and a joke. They can't even look good in their uniforms. You've got these fat donut-eating motherfuckers out here accosting pregnant women, men who are going to work, who are contributing to the taxes that pay for a lot of shit out here. And so I think it's high time that the people stand up even further peacefully, because they do want to call on martial law. And if I can say so, I also feel like more states need to start arresting these ICE employees and showing them what true crime behind the walls is about. Because once they're in prison for their crimes, maybe they'll think twice about their white supremacy thinking. And if they're affiliated to any white supremacy group, no matter what, get them off the streets, arrest them. I think those are the people that need to be kept away from society because they can't get along with anybody else. It's impossible for them to get along with regular people in society because of the colors of our skin, because of the religions or non-religions. I'm atheist, agnostic. I do not believe in a higher power unless you can prove it to me. And so far, nobody has been able to prove it to me. So these people need to go. Thank you for letting me vent. We're thankful that you guys are here fighting the good fight with the rest of us. You give us hope. You give us a bright light at the end of the tunnel, shined in the face of these morons who are playing toy soldiers. They get so amped up before they even exit their vehicles. It was gonna happen. People are gonna die. So yeah, have a great day. Love y'all. Bye.
This is Debbie again in Alaska, and I have a suggestion. If you could make a list of all the congressmen of the United States and list their names and their Washington, D.C. phone numbers, I would like us all to get together and maybe starting next week or the week after, all those names and numbers on a list so that we can download them or click on your website or whatever and get all of their names, and we all should call every single one of them and tell them how we're feeling and we're disgusted and we expect them to do something about this latest horrendous incident with Renee, and we should all completely bombard them with telephone calls. And I hope this is a good idea and that we can do something. Thank you.
Resistance ASMR.
Hi, Dangerous Ones. This is your weekly caller, Anonymous from Yamhill County now. And the reason I'm calling is I just saw a real nice deal from Pete Buttigieg. And he's just, I think, wonderful. What a terrific leader. I absolutely respect him, and I'm so grateful for his leadership. However, he was just talking about how healthcare premiums are going up. And this is a situation, and this is a crisis, and on and on and on. And I totally agree. But the reason I'm calling is because I'm just going to remind all of our leaders, this has been a crisis for fucking years. Sorry for my language. Years. They absolutely hate insurance. All around. Health, car, it's all bullshit. And it has been pretty much my entire adult life, which I have paid into pretty much my entire adult life. And literally have gotten shit back. From everything. Help? No. In fact, when I claimed one time after having pretty much a perfect auto record, and I happened to use my insurance, I paid for it, I might as well use it, right? It just seemed to make sense. As soon as I made a claim, the insurance company dropped me. Isn't that the whole point of having insurance? That was my first, 25 years ago. That was my first warning that this is bullshit. And my family, except for my son, thank God for Oregon Health Plan. And I only have our son covered to be a semi-responsible parent. But my husband and I have gone without insurance because we can't afford $1,200 a month. This is prior to all this bullshit. This is years worth of not having insurance. Every day I worry about, God, what if we have a heart attack? I guess if something happens, we'll just have to declare bankruptcy and just keep going day by day like we already do and have for years. We've never been arrested, knock on wood. We're both, I'm college educated. My husband's is a veteran. We have paid our taxes. We have done our due diligence. We try to participate in the community, but yet we get fucked. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm sorry to yell at you, but this is how frustrating when we hear our representatives with what's going on right now, and bless you, Pete, but to hear how we need to get our health insurance premiums back up, fuck you. How about we get our security and our safety and our goddamn tyrannical president out?
Hi, my name is Linda. I think you guys are great. In fact, I'm watching you guys right now. I was just calling in regards to, remember when Trump said that he could shoot anybody in the face or on Fifth Avenue and get away with it? It's just like, that's what he did. Using his people, that is exactly what he did. Just the same way as all this other crap that he's doing, but that is exactly what he did. And I think that people should realize that, just like when he took the people and had used the force on January 6th, that he bought into the Capitol, he didn't do it. He armed it out, and he declared he could get away with doing that, and that's what he did, and he's getting away with it. And you know something? I just watched a show, a clip on, what was his name? Darn it, I can't remember, and I just had it in my head. But anyway, Mark Letterman, or David Letterman, sorry, and he was just saying that he thinks that the path is going so far down right now that if we all don't act together and do something, he's like, kids, it's over. Everybody's counting on the midterms, but we're so far down the pipe. And then I watched the Golden Globe stuff. You guys should really go check out the Avengers guy and all the stuff he said, and then all the get clips and stuff from during the actual nominations and stuff like that from speakers talking, because they've really roasted these guys. But anyway, I just wanted to bring it up about getting away with shooting somebody in the face on Fifth Avenue, and then him using his ICE agents to do that to Renee Good, and it's going to happen to other people because they've already said so. So I hope we all stay together, stay strong, and stand up together, because if we don't stand up now and do something, it's going to be too late. We don't have till the midterms. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Hello, Dangerous Ones. Happy Saturday. I have a thought for you. Why can't we just start reporting all of the maggots that are out there to ICE? Just tell ICE, hey, these are the people you need to round up, and just start reporting Republican, the MAGA voters. I think that would be a great idea. What do you think? You guys have a good one.
Resistance ASMR.
Hi, Tiffany and Jimmy and our sweet little Mr. Knudsen over there. I'm calling you to sing a little ditty that I came up with last night. I'm stuck here in western Massachusetts in a snowstorm. It's a short little song, but it is a resistor song, so please sing along, okay? It's called Big Sticks with Tiny Dicks, okay? It's very short, but it's sweet and it's to the point. Big dicks with... Oops, sorry, made a mistake there. Big sticks with tiny dicks, we must resist them, 'cause they're limp and flaccid, as you all can see. Big sticks with tiny dicks, this game is over, as resistors join together to throw their pee. One more time. Big sticks with tiny dicks, we must resist them, 'cause they're limp and flaccid, as you all can see. Big sticks with tiny dicks, this game is over, as resistors join together to throw their pee. Thank you. I hope you like it. It's simple little ditty. My best to the goddess extraordinaire Tiffany, cute as a button Jimmy, and handsome as all get out Nikki K. And let's not forget Mark, a.k.a. Resistor Jesus. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Resistance ASMR.
Hey, this is Kelly, and I've been watching your guys' show on YouTube. I happen to go on many different channels on YouTube, but you guys are one of my favorites, and Midas Touch and Status Quo. But I like your guys' style, and I just wanted to say it's kind of refreshing to have somebody to, I guess, vent to, because I am furious, absolutely furious, over the murder of Renee Nicole Good. To have a supposed federal agent, which I don't even believe in that. I think these are just deputized militia, J6ers, and flat-out racist people that are so unqualified to be doing this job. Basically, what this is ethnic cleansing, and in my mind, Renee Nicole Good is a hero, even if she did not intentionally put her life on the line, so to speak. She, literally ended up doing that. And I'm horrified by the idea that our government and this regime, this Nazi, fascist, disgusting regime, is not even willing to investigate. They've already put out their little narrative. They're using Fox fake news to push the agenda that they have, and Trump is a vile, disgusting human being. He's subhuman. And so it's, like I said, it's refreshing to be able to leave a message and actually potentially have somebody hear this. But, I go on YouTube and I go through the comments and I try to find some sense of camaraderie through that, but I'm just seeing a lot of people saying, midterms, and I'm thinking to myself, why are we waiting on midterms? How many people have to die? How many people have to be attacked? I am devastated by watching what I saw with Renee Nicole Good, and I'm devastated by a video I saw yesterday where, again, an alleged ICE agent stuck his thumbs in a woman's eyes and gouged her eyes and then strangled her. We are in a very, very bad place, guys, and I feel like people are not getting the seriousness of it and how dark and disgusting this is getting, and it will get worse, in my opinion, because they're going unchecked. Congress is absolutely useless. It's really up to us, the people. We have the power, and we need people more motivated to get millions out there up in the face of these people. We need to get corporate media on board because they're basically sackless and afraid to go out and, show what's really going on. You get like maybe 2-minute clips on corporate media, and all they do is show like any kind of event that might have some agitators in it. They don't show all of the people who are peacefully going around and trying to protect their neighbors, their family, from being kidnapped and disappeared. So anyways, I know this is a long rant, but I wanted you guys to know that I appreciate your show. I appreciate that you're down to earth and honest and trying to connect with people. So thank you for all that you do. Bye now.
Last night on the Golden Globes, did you hear Bill Maher blame the gal that got shot and not the ICE agents? He blamed her for being a terrorist. Bill Maher. We need to boycott him.
Hi, guys. Just watching your show. I love you. You really help to bring some kind of, laughter to this nightmare. Trump, he is such a piece of shit. He should have been what ran down the crack of his mother's ass. He should have been a stain in a crack house. He is such a horrible, horrible waste of life. I can't stand it. I still breathe the same air as him. I hope he leaves. I don't care what happened, wherever he goes. Just go away. Thank you, guys.
Sorry for calling back, but you just touched a nerve.
you know, all these ICE agents will be pardoned just like the January 6th people. Trump will pardon every fucking last one of them. Remember, his name is Donald Judas Trump, not Donald whatever name. Donald Judas fucking Trump.
Hey, good day, Dangerous One. Just wanted to mention something. I don't know if it's possible that you guys could put out the list of all the people that ICE murdered, along with all the people that actually caused those murders. If we can keep doing that every week, it would be great, so everybody familiarize themselves with these people that are doing these murders on the streets. That's one. Two, this is just my opinion. I don't think Christy Knowles and Trump are going to stop doing what they're doing because, like you guys said, this is deeply something that they want to do to prevent the elections this year in November, because they know that GOP is going to get wiped out. They know this. But we just got to keep voting up and down the ballot, not just for Senate, you know, for school board, for even the toilet cleaner, whatever it is. Just vote all these people, because the one thing is, though despite one or two GOP voting along with Democrats now, they have encouraged, they have sat by, and they did nothing when this man started with his nonsense. So we just got to keep the pressure up. I mean, I'm saying just keep the pressure up, but the thing is, we got to get out there on the street, no matter the weather, no matter what, we got to get out on the street and protest peacefully. And for some of the people who know that the paper stuff is not straight and you're driving on the street, I suggest you wear a mask, because the thing is now, even if ICE gets your license plate, don't let them get your face, because that's what they're doing now. They're running people's facial recognition to see, and this is against what they're supposed to be doing. Running facial recognition. And these people out there, they don't even know. Some of the people that doing ICE are not even legal. Some of them probably got warrants and all these things. Are they investigating? I watched somebody who does a podcast said that he just went through and got the job without any background check. Do you imagine what they do with all these criminals and rapists and all sorts of things? Because they got men picking up women, and when you're law enforcement, you're supposed to have a female for a female, male for male. They don't even care. They're slamming women on the ground, slamming men on the ground, breaking bones and all that. So when you're in a tuggle with ICE, just pull the face mask off. So a lot of people take their videos and cameras so you can see who these people are. So their family and friends, children could see them doing what they say they're not doing when they get home. You know what I mean? And you might be a neighbor of one of these guys. Just let us know where they live, man. Because the thing is, we need to expose every single one of them. Just keep what you're doing, Dangerous One. I hope that, my little message gets through to people, and at least it could help somebody. Talk to you guys later. Keep it a good fight.
Hello, Dangerous Ones, Resistance. There was a call out in the latest video, I think, about what song should we sing all across America regarding this. And my suggestion would be Finlandia with the English translation, which isn't very much of a translation, but hey, Joan Baez sings this all the time, and it's short. So here is the song, music by the Finnish composer Sibelius. This is my song, oh gods of all the nations, a song of peace for land so far away. This is my home, a country where my heart is. Here grew my hopes and dreams for all mankind. But other hearts in other lands are beating with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight shines on clover leaf and pine. But other lands
have sunlight too, and clover, and skies are everywhere, as blue as mine. Oh, hear my prayer, oh gods of all the nations, a song of peace for their lands and for mine. Blessed be, namaste, and all that jazz from the farm country in Minnesota, Little House on the Prairie. This is Beth signing off.
Resistance ASMR.
Hi, Dangerous One. This is Anonymous from Washington State. I'm calling about accountability. Like Trump and his cabinet member, they all have to be punished. They all have to go to jail. They shouldn't wait. The Congress and the court, they should not wait any longer. They've been scared of the 30% of militia or the people that are violent and want to follow Trump's order. They shouldn't be. Because 2/3 of the country, we have been suffering for over 10 years because of this man. He's a lawless. He's not American. He's not Christian. He doesn't like America. He's enemy within. And he destroyed and destroying still America. And if you care about America, care about Americans, care about this country, we have to stop him right now. We have to stop him yesterday. This is just way too much. All the depression and anxiety and all the fears and all the stress that he has put on all of us. He has destroyed this country. It just doesn't have a word for it. It's just too much. And it has to be stopped. Thank you for being here for us. We appreciate you. You have a good night. Thank you.
You guys are great. I just watched your first episode. It's Jason from Vancouver, just up the road. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to find the biggest, funniest, fluffiest costume I can and get in the crew. But just watch you guys' first podcast through Substack. Loved it. Very entertaining. I won't take up the full 5 minutes because I'll end up just ranting. But way to fucking unleash on ice. What a bunch of fucking mutts and half-wits, troglodyte motherfuckers. I wish I could be more articulate than that, but that's as far as I'm going to get tonight. Thanks, guys. You made me laugh and made my night. Keep up the great work. Rock on. Way to go, Portland.
Hey, you guys. My name is Stephanie. I'm a 60-year-old black woman, and I live in northern Illinois, and ICE was in our school district. I drive a Jaguar, and I'm in a sorority. And on the back of my car, I have a bumper sticker that says that convicted felon is not my president. Now, of course, I live in a county that is rather conservative, so whenever I see a Trump sticker, I speed to get in front of them and slow down. And I saw a Trump 2028 sticker yesterday. Oh, I got in front of that bitch, and I put my brakes right on that bitch. I'm driving a Jag, and you driving a Toyota. And this crazy bitch is looking at me like, oh, this black heifer's going to kill me. I'm like, you damn right. Because this motherfucker ain't making it to 2028. Either God is going to take him or the Justice Department is going to take him. And then the rest of you motherfuckers who think you have immunity, you ain't got no immunity. And to be on the real side, this is what racism gets you. Racism gets you being called a nigger while putting gas in the family car when you're a teenager, being told you're going to die on the basketball court when you're the black person in the whole school. Racism is teaching your 4 black boys to keep their hands attended to when they went to a predominantly white school. All their friends were white. But racism is expensive and deadly. Expensive and deadly. And people did not think it was going to reach them. I'm just sitting back and watching. Because when you say America first, America will always be alone when you put America first. Especially when you have a demented, shitty pants motherfucker sitting in the Oval Office that still thinks the Central Park 5 are guilty. This motherfucker's brain is so riddled with worms, he just needs to go sit in the corner somewhere and just watch his little dick shrivel away. You guys have a great night. Smooches. Bye.
Resistance ASMR.
Mark, Salem, Oregon. Appreciate what y'all doing. This is regarding Renee Good's murder. ICE had her plate, her license plate number, and could have tracked her down later. Definitely didn't need to fire, didn't need a high-speed chase. It just shows how unprofessional ICE is, that they aren't really law enforcement. They're the Trump cartel's goons, enforcers, and they're just shows how unprofessional they are, how ruthless, how cruel that they've become in the past year. So thank you for what you folks are doing to defend democracy. And there's a lot of good people in the United States, and hopefully we will prevail. Bye.
Resistance ASMR.
Hi, my name is Mele Willow. I'm in Hawaii. I'm just calling because I'm furious about these Democrats voting for this bill. I mean, let's make sure that everybody that's in these states, please write to your representative and tell them you will never vote for them again. And tell your senators as well, you will never vote for anybody that votes for this. They just gave, what was it, $60 billion to, plus they already have a bunch of money. They just gave another $60 billion to ICE. So here's who it was. Henry Cuellar from Texas, Cuellar or something. Jaron Golden from Maine. Maine, what the hell are you doing voting for this? Marie Glusenkamp Perez from Washington. Come on. Laura Gellin from New York. What the heck? Don Davis, North Carolina. Tom Suozzi, New York. Come on, you guys. And Vicente Gonzalez. Oh, that's just, why don't you just support them going after your own people? My God, come on. Texas, that guy's from. So anyway, they hooked this bill up with the FEMA and the Secret Service and disaster relief. That should never have put together with the money for ICE. Come on, you guys, do your job. Quit supporting ICE. Nobody wants them. Nobody likes them. They need to be abolished, period. Thank you, dangerous ones.
What are you doing to resist?
Hello, dangerous ones. This is Karen calling from Michigan, proud home of TJ Sabula.
And I had a thought. You called him the pedophile protector. I say we start a new nickname for Donald, the Little Peepee. I think it's perfect. Let's make that happen. Anyway, just wanted to let you guys know I love you guys. I watch you all the time. You're helping me so much get through all this, because some days are just so freaking hard. Anyway, love all of you. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Debbie from Kentucky. I have been watching with a broken heart the direction the country is going. And I'm old enough, I'm 73. I remember reading about and seeing documentaries about the Japanese internment camps. And I just wanted to share with you one little paragraph about the government's decision to apologize and give a small, and I mean small, restitution to the Japanese people who were affected. In part, the statement read, reparation payments began in 1990 under the direction of President George H.W. Bush, a Republican. Since then, the United States has furthered its commitment to discouraging similar instances of bias and injustice towards minority communities, and done more to advance the dedication to protecting human rights. How sad. We have departed so gravely from what happened just not even a generation ago. But also, we're diminishing the good work done by previous administrations to attempt in some small way to repair the damage that we do constantly to our immigrant communities. I have children in my family, nieces and nephews, who are Mexican in descent, second generation, and they live in the Southwest, and I am terrified for them all the time. I don't know what the solution is. I just know that something has to happen to turn us back toward the way we were going. And that was, I believe, in a good direction, with care and compassion for all people. Thank you.
Resistance ASMR. Resistance ASMR.
Hello, dangerous ones. I wish you guys had a show on the weekends. Anyway, I am so filled with rage over this bombing of Venezuela that I almost forgot about Ron DeSantis' $35 million fraud. By the way, I am a blue dot in the middle of Central Florida, so I've been mad at DeSantis forever, it feels like, and Trump too. And I feel so helpless, and I want to do something, but there's no place to reach out around here. Any advice would be welcome. Thanks.
Resistance ASMR.
Hi, this is coming from Upper Minnesota. I am a liberal teabag in a sludge of MAGA for the last 10 years. And I'm telling you, humor is the way to get them. I have been laughing at these people around me for 10 years, and it works. Everyone, seize on this, okay? I love the memes. I love the memes. Laugh at them. Get on. I know I'm old, okay? I'm not very savvy on this social media stuff, but on your TikTokies and all that stuff, laugh at them. Dude, flood the zone. Laugh at them. It works. And I want to tell you one more hopium that I'm going to give you. Around here, we are all MAGA around here. Like I said, I'm a teabag in the sludge. But they are laughing at Fox News. Fox News plays everywhere around here, every day. They turn it on to laugh at them now. They are laughing. Not my family, unfortunately, because I still live here, but they are. It's cracking. It's opening. Flood the zone with laughter, people. And you guys, Tiffany, I love you. You know how our thing about cover your drink. What we have that instinct. You know what? The first woman I ever got that vibe from was I can't even remember her name now. She testified. Oh my God, I'm so worked up. But anyway, Tiffany, you get me? You guys take care. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
So I got cut off, so I don't know if I was talking for 5 minutes or what. But anyways, it's Sky Song again, and I was just saying that, it's just really scary to see how this country has gone down. And like I said, my documents, I am a legal citizen here, but they could easily be lost, And who's to say that this government won't lose my documents and other people's documents? Who's to say they haven't? I mean, they've lost people, and they don't care as long as they're not white. They're okay, and they're they're white, and I guess from Russia. I don't know. Have y'all heard anything about Donald Trump being impeached and maybe having to pay for his crimes? Maybe possibly seeing prison time. I've seen something like that floating around, and I'm not sure if that's true or if that's just hearsay and just people wanting that to happen. But I've been hearing that on YouTube and been seeing some stuff on Instagram too. So I was just wondering if y'all had heard anything of that sort. And if so, do you think what he's done, do you think it's treasonous? And if it's treasonous, is treason still, is it still a deadly punishment? If he's found committing treason, would that mean he's going to have to be killed? That's just what I'm wondering, because I've been hearing a lot of people saying that he's doing a lot of treasonous acts, which I agree with wholeheartedly. And if he is, caught committing treason, what do you all think about the punishment? Do you think it's good or no? I have some reservations about it, but I guess Donald Trump has committed so many crimes, not just outside of the presidency, but inside of the presidency as well. I don't know. I don't think it could be stopped unless he is. So, anyways, love you guys. We'll talk to all of you later.
What are you doing to resist?
Hey guys, it's Drew from St. Louis. I was calling to let you know that, you never think that it's going to happen in your area and that you see things on the news and stuff like that. But tell you what, my wife got a hold of me this morning and said that one of the dads of kids in her school was picked up by ICE last night, and that the mom now has an ankle monitor so she can't leave the county or whatever, and that the kids are in school, and she's livid. I'm livid because, you hear people saying, oh, well, there's got to be a reason, or they must have done something, or, just oh, people are overreacting or whatever, right in front of my face. Seriously, right in front of our face. My wife knows them. I don't know them very well at all, but what I do know is that the guy had a full-time job, which means he's paying taxes, which means he's been vetted by a company, and that they were going through the process of getting themselves citizenship or whatever. They've been there for 7 years or something along those lines, and fucking just swooped in, took them, and now they have no income because the dad's detained, and absolutely just completely effed up. It's right in front of your face, and everybody's going to deal with it at some point. everybody's going to know somebody that has dealt with this at some point. I just didn't think that it was going to be so soon, honestly, for our family, for people around here. But yeah. And so everyone just take care of each other and look out for everybody. And I don't even know what to do, because apparently if you go through and do everything you're supposed to do, they can still do whatever the hell they want to, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So, thanks, guys. Bye.
Hey, dangerous ones. This is Judy from California. I just want things. I think we need to see more men out there harassing these little wannabe outfits. Okay? And point out that another ICE Gestapo goon said to a female something to the effect of, "Did you not learn, like, from what happened getting shot in the face?" So call them out on it and continue to do that. And what nobody, with regard to Venezuela and the grift to the oil oligarchs, nobody is talking about the fact that here they are going to produce more polluting, choking oil that is going to continue to poison us, the air, the water, things we eat, right? And I've said this before, mankind has gotten so stupid in this timeline, that they will be the cause of their own demise. But it blows. I mean, we know he's doing it. He's killing all the clean energy stuff, but nobody is pointing that out, that all they're doing is poisoning their children and their grandchildren. They're going to be gone, so why do they care? But keep giving them hell, guys. We love you. Thank you for making us laugh, because this unending Twilight Zone is getting really testy on my nerves. God bless y'all.
I am so about saying no, but I'm not ready. I am fucking so ticked off. I feel like people that I love and care about are just like, yeah, whatever. I don't fucking care about politics, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? For real, bitch? What the H-E double motherfucking hockey sticks, hooker? Oh my lord. I feel so fucking alone, because I need someone to fucking understand when I say fucking Sam Scratch, we fucking squeal, right? That's just whatever. Dude, I'm just saying, fuck. I'm so fucking ticked. And I actually went on a 3.5 fucking hike, and I pulled a tick off my neck. Like, literally, that was fucking bullshit. Anyway, I pulled it out. I do not have Lyme disease. Thank you for asking. Peace, hot microdot. I'm just fucking pissed. I am fucking pissed. No, because I am that person that walks around the ocean and dips into the fucking all points on the ocean, bro. I am the fucking triple Pisces sister that is out there dealing with this shit. It's just like, what is wrong with you people? What the fuck? Why? Why are y'all being so fucking stupid? Bro. I mean, that it makes me want to fucking join a gang, which I am absolutely down for. I will join a motherfucking gang. Peace. Bye. I guess that's way too much. Bye-bye. I'm just drunk and stupid. Bye.
Hey, my name's Mitzi, and I wanted you guys to know that there is a leak out of DHS, and it's a list of 2,400 names of ICE officers. And go to icelist.is on the internet, and it will pull up the list of it. And I guess it's got their phone numbers, their email addresses, and a whole bunch of other shit on there. I haven't looked at it yet because it hadn't downloaded all the way. Anyway, just wanted you guys to know. I put it on your page. So, anyway, have a good day.
Yep, this is Kevin in Des Moines, just responding to the question of the day. I've always been a fan of In Excess ever since they came out on the charts back in the 80s. Just been a fan of them forever. In Excess. Michael Hutchinson, rest in peace. Thank you guys. Love you guys very much.
So, crazy question for you. If every person who protested decided to apply to be an ICE agent, think that might be good trouble that could gum up the works? Or maybe, a couple people on the inside? Food for thought.
Hi, this is Richard from Texas. I thought what would be funny was if for the protesters, if they had a new chant. Who started it? Trump started it. Who started it? Trump started it. Who started it? Trump started it. Now who's going to finish it? We are. Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! Like the Hatfields and McCoys, you know what I'm saying?
Hi, Dangerous Ones. This is Jody from upstate New York. Close to getting my PhD in nursing. As the world is going to shit. But I think what is happening is Carola is dying. So I think we need to start a Care Bear initiative and help save Carola, because this is freaking ridiculous. People have forgotten their hearts, their compassion, and I'm really just over it. I'm trying to finish my damn dissertation, and I don't even know if there's going to be a world left to even practice as a PhD nurse educator. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being out there and keeping us laughing and keeping us going. Keep fighting. Bye.
Resistance ASMR. What are you doing to resist?
This is Deb again from South Carolina. I guess today I'm just worked up, but I got to think I'd like to see professional football team with, the gas mask on and go to Minneapolis and stand between the protesters and ICE or Border Patrol, whatever they want to call themselves. I can only imagine that the same shit wouldn't happen, trying to push people over and push people aside and everything. They'd be such, I hate to use that word, but pussies over it, because look how many times they go after women and spring. I mean, I think they get some kind of joy out of it. I was going to say something else, but I won't. So anyways, I thought that's so. If anybody from professional football out there thinking about it, get your team together and go help those protesters. You can handle it. All right. Anyways, bye.
Even my dog is upset. I have a whole bunch of friends in Minneapolis, and this is not what we do in Minnesota. This is insane. This is so... Oh, my name is Beth from Southwest Minnesota. I'm seeing my friends post things that just boggle my mind, that this is going on a daily basis. People are wondering where the police is. Well, the police is all of 600 strong. Well, there's 3,000 ICE agents in Minnesota. I don't understand what's going on right now. I'm hoping and praying, and I'm going to be doing some ritual and lighting some candles because I am a witch, and I am going to be sending energy out to support the protesters and to shame those fucking ICE agents. I'm so fucking sick of this. I can't take it anymore. I have to turn off the news. I have to turn off my social media because I am really a very sensitive person and I have work to do here. Because I can't be out there in the streets with them. And I love them so much. All of my friends in Minneapolis, St. Paul, all those protesters, you are all my relations. All those ICE agents, you are broken fucking people. And you need to surrender yourself to the protesters. You need to get down on your knees and ask them for forgiveness. This is fucking ridiculous. This can't go on. We are not going to be violent. We are going to, I don't want to say we're taking the higher ground, that we're more moral or whatever, then, well, clearly we're more moral. Come on. Let's be real here. We are the moral majority. So, it's, you know, you want to get your skull medals for hurting human beings? Who the fuck does that? This isn't a video game. This is real life and real people, and you're tearing apart families. You're harming civilians. You're harming civilians and citizens of the United States because of an orange turd in the White House who is batshit crazy, whose moon was in Ophiuchus when he was born, but he was born under a full moon that was eclipsed. He is a bad person. It's in his birth chart. He creates chaos everywhere he goes. He is not a leader. He is a cult. He's the head of a cult. That's what he does. That's how he used his stuff. Because that was in the 4th house, by the way. His house of home and family. Yeah, that's all fucked up. Because he is completely devoid of all compassion. He loves no one but himself. My God, you stupid ICE people. You need therapy. You don't need to be in ICE. I know, yeah, $50,000 is a lot of money when you can't find a job. And that's because of Trump. So fuck Trump, fuck ICE. This is Beth in Southwest Minnesota with her beautiful dog, signing off. Bye.
Hi. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your program. I'm retired. I'm pretty much alone most of the time because my husband still works. So you brighten my day. You've given me hope. You've made me feel that my America might still be there when this nightmare is over. All I can say is if you really want to get to ICE, people need to start reminding them of the Nuremberg trials. Those were the trials that they dragged those Nazis into court, and they held them accountable. Please keep fighting for us. I love you all very much. And I'll tell you what, my dad fought in Korea. He got a V for valor. And what Trump is doing, let me tell you, his karma and his day is coming. What they don't realize is America is the most armed civilization on earth. We will take so much because we were taught manners. But it's about to end, and it's about to end bad. I am, getting ready to get me and my husband gas masks just because you can't trust anything these days. I want you all to please be safe. Please take care of yourselves, and thank you. And I don't know if you know it, but I truly believe you are God's angels that walk on this earth. Love you all. Bye.
Hi, calling from Corvallis. There's an issue regarding the shooting of Good that hasn't been brought to the fore, and it is as follows. When you shoot the driver and kill the driver of a car that you consider to be a threat, that does not stop the car. What it does is it leaves the car in motion without a driver. And what we watched on the video was the car takes off all by itself, rolls all the way down the block, and then runs into a parked car and a light pole. Imagine if instead it had mowed down a pedestrian. Who's at fault then? What if the pedestrian was a mom pushing a baby in a baby carriage? What if the pedestrian was another ICE agent? What if soccer mom in a minivan is coming through that intersection from the other direction and gets T-boned by this out-of-control driverless car? The reason it's driverless is that the driver has been shot and killed. What do you do then? It just blows my mind. There is a reason why you do not kill the driver of a car that's in motion, because then you create mayhem. So, another thing to consider, and another big hole in the shooter's training. How could he do this? Anyway, it's from Niels in Corvallis. Thanks for being so extraordinarily and extremely dangerous.
Resistance ASMR.
Hey y'all, it's Bailey from Michigan. Listen, on a serious note, let me preface this by saying 100%, 1,000,000% agree we should be peaceful. Peace is the answer. Peace is what we strive for. And we are not trying to incite anything. I, as a human and United States citizen, am not trying to incite anything crazy that I have to state that. But I'm really, really tired of us telling the people who are facing the Gestapo to be calm. When we were growing up and we learned about the Holocaust, every single one of us, I have to hope, every single one of us said this would never happen in my lifetime. Thank God we've come so far. And when we read about the Holocaust and we saw with our own eyes that people were pulled from their homes, in history books and such, people were pulled from their homes, pulled from the street, they were attacked for simply existing as Jewish humans or gay humans or disabled humans in some sort. Would we, looking back on that, would you have told the Jews to stay calm? Would you have, not you, but would we have told the Jews to stay calm? Would we have told any of the marginalized groups during the Holocaust of the 1930s and 40s? Would we have told those people to stay calm when the Gestapo came to their doors? Why? What would them being calm have done? What did it do for them? A slower ride to the trains? I mean, I understand that we have to remain calm because what Trump wants is to incite a war. But he's doing it. He's doing it. We have armed militia in the streets attacking and killing U.S. citizens, injuring, maiming, blinding U.S. citizens, and saying, fuck you after they've died. This is Nazi Germany. We cannot stay calm. That is not this is not, it's not the Vietnam protests. It's not civil rights movement. This is the Holocaust. This is step by step, word for word, paint by number Holocaust, because Trump's not smart enough to do his own. He's literally paint by numbering Hitler's playbook. So I'm really, really sick of people saying stay calm, especially to the people in Minneapolis. Why? Why? Stop it. Renee Good stayed calm, tried to drive away, and she got shot. What good is calm doing us in the face of these ignorant motherfuckers? These ignorant motherfuckers who listen to how they speak to regular citizens just filming. Get the fuck out of the way, you stupid moron. I mean, this is not America. We have got to stop acting like we can respond with an American response that has historically worked. It won't. It doesn't. Armed militia in the streets attacking U.S. citizens. This is the very thing the Constitution was written against. Why should we remain calm? I love you guys to death. I understand why we say remain calm, but I think we've got to stop shouting that as our mantra, because this is not the time to remain calm. This is not a normal time. All right. Love you guys. Fuck all.
Hi, Dangerous Ones. I just wanted to call and thank you very much for all that you're doing. I had a great idea to really get to ice. I wish people would just get buckets of green, oogie, gooey slime like they do on Nickelodeon. They have that green slime, and just pour it over, throw it at the ice agents, the green slime, or get those guns, plastic guns, but they'd have to hide them until the last minute so that they could just shoot them with green slime. They would impede them. It would make them sticky and gooey. They wouldn't be able to continue unless they took a shower. I think that's the best idea. I'm 78 years old, and I would get a slime gun if I could get one right now and go do it to them. So please, please, pass this on. Slime, ice, crime. Thank you. Love you guys. You're doing a great job. Bye.
Resistance ASMR.
Hi, guys. Calling from Texas. Just want to say I enjoy the joy that I see in your videos. It really uplifts us during these dark times. I have two ideas for peaceful protesters. Number one, the peaceful protesters should get a big, humongous speaker and blast Lee Greenwood's Proud to be an American, because the peaceful protesters are some of the most patriotic people. We can't let the right wing just hijack that song. So that would be one thing. Slap them in the face with the patriotic song, Proud to be an American. Number two, Marvin Zindler from Houston, Texas. Everybody knows him. They need they should dress up as Marvin Zindler and say, slime in the ice machine. Anybody from Texas knows who Marvin Zindler is. So the ghost from Marvin Zindler show up at the protest and go, slime in the ice machine. Marvin Zindler was the famous guy. The movie, the best little whorehouse in Texas was based on him. So you should Google Marvin Zindler and bring the ghost of Marvin Zindler back, and everybody say, slime in the ice machine. Thank you. Take care.
Hi, I'm a 78-year-old woman who just left the idea to slime ice crime, and I forgot to mention where I was from. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I live north of Seattle, about 30 miles. And I love Portland. I've been on the West Coast all my life. Go Portland. They're really doing a good job too. But I just meant to say, I really, really am so excited about getting ICE out, abolishing them. We don't need them. They're nothing but goons and terrible. And I think we should show them the green slime that they are by dousing them with slime. I wish we could get drones to go over and drop slime on top of them, or a fish net or something. You know, we have to get creative. We're not going to be shooting bullets, so we have to get creative. Slime would not kill them. It would not harm them. It would just embarrass the shit out of them. So please, please mention this on your broadcast. If we can get some good, sturdy guys to do this and figure out a way to do it without getting caught or shot at, I would appreciate it. Love you guys. Thanks again. Bye.
Hey guys, this is Doug in California, and I wasn't expecting a horror show last night, but oh my gosh, after hearing Malcolm lay out this doomsday scenario, I would have shit my pants, but I was scared shitless because it just went from bad to worse to catastrophic. I had to go in the bedroom and roll into a ball for a while. And what's even more alarming is that Trump in his demented state doesn't give a rat's ass. And his sell-by date has long since expired, since January 2020. since January 6, 2021, and it's time that this insane high school prank of a presidency comes to an end. It's too bad that Mother Nature is apparently asleep at the wheel these days, because humanity demands that this guy be stopped. I don't know what Russia has on him, but this is just absolutely insane, and we just can't continue with this. Take it easy. Bye.
Resistance ASMR.
This is Fuck Ice, a veteran from Utah. We need to start calling ICE what they really are, cockroaches. They both show up where they are not wanted and scurry off when the real Americans show up. I'm ready to die for this country. Are the cockroaches ready to die for Trump? I don't have TikTok, but I wanted to be heard. Thank you, Dangerous Ones, for all you do.
Hi, this is Coyote. I live in southwest Missouri, where Bible thumpers and Trump lovers walk lockstep. There are Democrats here, of course, but it is dangerously unpopular, especially in the rural area that I live. At any rate, I was watching the full local CBS coverage of what happened immediately after the protests got crazy after Petty was shot. And I kept watching because they said, we're covering this live. We're going to keep our cameras on. And so I watched the whole horrific thing. And there's one specific thing that caught my eye that I have not seen reposted on the video that they showed live. This is the CBS local news in Minneapolis. And that is when these thugs line up with their little paintball guns filled with pepper balls, they start kicking off like a little firing squad of idiots straight to the crowd that has already had to back off because of the tear gas and everything, are not breaking the lines in any way, the police lines. The only ones that did were the thugs. But they line up and just start popping off all these pepper balls. And one of them says, "This is cool, isn't it? It's like Call of Duty," and laughs. And it's picked up by the microphone. If there is not a clearer sense of what these untrained white supremacist goons are all about, I wish someone could catch that video. Again, the local CBS coverage, live coverage at the time, and you can clearly hear one of them say, with glee in his voice, "Yeah, this is cool. This is like Call of Duty." You know, the first-person shooter game that I've never played, but I'm fully aware of, as I'm sure everyone else is. I wish someone could broadcast that tape. I wish someone got that piece specifically to inform everyone what we're actually dealing with, which we already know. But boy, that's strong proof of the mindset of these idiots, these thugs, these monsters. They gave up being Oath Keepers and QAnons and got paid $50,000 to play war games in real life and have fun with it. I think you guys are great. I hope you find that video. It shouldn't be hard. I saw it. I'm sure I wasn't the only one. But I latched on to that specific part. And the guys around are just all in agreement. Like this is some game against living human beings. Thanks. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. See ya.
Hi, Dangerous Ones, Three Musketeers. It's Kim. You know, I call a lot. You probably recognize my voice by now. But anyway, I woke up thinking about something, and it's been bothering me ever since. And I thought, maybe you all might want to look into this if you hadn't thought about it yourselves. I was watching the video of Alex Preedy's, it was a slowed down video of Alex Preedy's murder. And in the video, one lady is screaming as she's pointing her recording cell phone at what was happening. She's screaming for other people to call 911. Call 911. And I was thinking, wait a minute. You're holding a cell phone. Why aren't you calling 911? And then it got me thinking, in all these videos I'm seeing, people are blowing whistles, they're holding cell phones, but nobody's calling 911. Why is nobody calling 911? Why are there no sirens from any cops? Why are cops not showing up? I don't get it. So, I don't know. It's a very, very strange phenomena. If, in fact, nobody is calling 911, I would think that if people are calling 911, we would be hearing those calls, as we often do when it comes to murder and other things that are on the internet. They love posting the 911 calls. Why are we not hearing those? Why is that not happening? I don't get it. Anyway, so if somebody wants to check into it, I'm sure I'm going to be posting a lot about that, asking the question. I'm actually going to probably ask anybody in Minnesota that I can, why didn't you call 911? I don't know. It's very weird. It's just very, very strange. Anyway, maybe it's something you guys can look into. Hopefully, I'll see a podcast about it or hear about it on one of your podcasts. And meanwhile, I'm going to head over to Discord. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hi, Dangerous Ones. It's Ellen from Chicago. Hands down, favorite band, Pink Floyd. You guys have a good one. I love ya.
Hey, guys. So, Hank No Block. I'm over here at the Silver Spur. We're having a couple of beers after work, me and the boys. And a couple of girls. I just want to call in, and I was watching on TV where Trump is trying to hide the fact he's got a little bitty old pecker. And I'm telling you what, somebody said, I don't know, I think it was on Jimmy Kimmel or somewhere, they said he had a wiener smaller than a little mushroom. Well, hell, there's a lot of them things that are smaller than, you know, like a little jalapeno or one of them other chilies, you know, the kind we grow here. But anyhow, I'm just calling in to check with you. Make sure you're all safe and sound. Don't give up. We need to stand up to that old prick. God almighty. Anyway, have a good day. So Hang New Block, New Mexico.
Hi there. Happy Monday. It's Sheila from Virginia Beach. I've had a lot of thinking this weekend, and I want to say this because I'm so proud of Minnesota. I'm so proud of Minneapolis and Twin Cities all together. I mean, y'all rock completely. I was thinking, where are we in the United States in our thinking, our turning point? Have we gotten there yet? Because I always thought we have to be on our knees in order for us to come together as a complete national unit and get rid of these jerk faces. So, you know, my thoughts went back to Gettysburg, of all things. And, of course, nobody ever wants to see a massacre like that. in this country. There were way too many young men that died in Gettysburg. But Gettysburg historically taught us that democracy requires immense sacrifice to keep going. And we don't know that nowadays. We've been living so high off the hog in this country for generations that we're not sure how to do that anymore. So the cost of freedom and the need for national unity was a learning lesson in Gettysburg also. We had lessons in leadership in Gettysburg. We lost a lot of generals and majors and people like that were not doing a good job on that battlefield. And we gained resilience because we had men come off that battlefield after such a horrible time that were more embedded in the thought of keeping the United States, our country, the way it should be. Historically, it was a turning point, and it did redefine America's commitment to liberty, equality, and government by the people. And isn't that what we're fighting for now? Isn't that what we have to get across to the rest of the country that have their head in social media sand? Okay, all right. That's as far as I'm going to go. Good luck with the week. You know, you may hear me get on the the phone every once in a while too, because I'm just so caught up with y'all, with Dangerous Ones, with this community, and with the love we have for each other. Let's keep taking care of Minnesota at this point. It's coming our way next, but let's try to get Minnesota taken care of first. Thanks. Bye-bye.
What are you doing to resist?
Hi, my name is Cindy. I'm from a small town in Fowler, Michigan, and it's 80% orange turd. But my question is, I noticed that the Black Panthers are coming back and helping us, and God knows we're going to need them. But I'm not anywhere where I'll ever see them, but I'd like to donate. Is there anybody that can let me know how we can donate? Because I can donate to them, but I don't know how to donate, and I don't want to give to somebody that's not reliable. Is there any way, because I do watch you guys religiously, is there any way you guys can put up something that will help us, so those of us that are in small communities, because trust me, my town is not even 2,000 people. We're still labeled as a village, that we can donate. Thanks. Bye.
Hello, I'm wanting to know, I've watched all of the information about the shooting, but it seems like we should be worried about the guy that did the shooting. Why aren't we talking more about this person showing his face, trying to figure out who the fuck he is? He's a murderer, and he needs to be, known for that. So why can't we delve more into the 7 that jumped this poor guy, and kind of get their faces out there, since they're so proud to murder people on the streets? Let's let it be known who they are and what they look like. I haven't seen very much at all about that. I see, everything about the shooting and how people are pissed, but I haven't seen anything to do with who these ICE agents were. And it seems like, we should be able to figure it out if we put their faces up there. I know they won't wear masks, but, nowadays it's kind of a deal where if you know them, people, it seems like they would come forward and say, hey, I know that guy, I know who it is. And, since they're so proud to kill people, let's let them get some credit for it. They want to kill people on the streets. Well, let's let people know who they are. So I was wondering if you guys could, kind of bring that up, and maybe we could start doing some research, because I haven't heard anything about them. It's almost like they've just disappeared. So yeah, I hope you can get this message and look into that. That's it. Thank you.
Resistance ASMR.
I'm watching your show. You guys are really cool. I never had seen you guys before. This is a good one. You gotta use this one, please. Iceman Argay. Iceman Argay. Iceman Argay. Gotta take that song and put it into this because it will hurt both Ice and Ice House, White House. All right. Iceman Argay. Iceman Argay. Whoa!
Dangerous Ones, Lolo here. Thank you so much. News break with Nick. Wonderful. Thank you. I have a little ditty for you. And it goes a little something like this. We love you, Minnesota. Thank you. We love you, Minnesota. We do. We love you, Minnesota. Thank you. Minnesota, God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Thank you guys for what you do. Marshall, Mark, Sylvia, thank you guys. Good job.
Resistance ASMR.
Hi, this is Sue from Snowy, Pennsylvania. Since Trump has now confiscated the Nobel Peace Prize, I propose that we all share our trophies and prizes to make this guy feel so much more secure. Any trophies, ribbons, and certifications that you have collecting dust at home, just send them to the White House. I will be sending my high school band award. Too bad I dumped my late father's bowling trophies 20 years ago, or I'd send them too. So that's it. Thank you for all you do. Bye.
Hey guys, I've called you before, Anonymous in Boulder, Colorado. I love your show. I catch it every chance I can get. The murder of Renee Nicole Good was outrageous. I've lived in this country for a long, long time. I came in 1961 from Germany, and I was 6 years old when I got here. I didn't speak any English, and when I started school, I got called Nazi a lot, which hurt my feelings. So much so, I learned how to speak English very well, without an accent, and I never went back to speaking my crib language. So needless to say, I've grown up in the United States, and I've grown up basically in Boulder County. And I've seen us go from a completely racist community to where they put signs on doors saying that, you know, the racist word for black people, the racist word for Hispanic people on doors saying that they were not allowed to signs of gay people during that whole focus on the family crap coming out of Colorado Springs by the church. And we made it all through that. I think what this murder really reminded me of was watching the students at Kent State get shot in the back by National Guard, and how outraged the nation was at that point, and how things really did sort of turn around. But then we ended up with Nixon, you know, and yeah, you know, he was corrupt as hell, but not nearly as corrupt as Daddy Dumpy Pants. That guy, oh my God, I don't even know what to say about Trump. All I know is, you know, I'm a senior. I'm not a healthy senior. I have a brain tumor. I also found out just recently I have pancreatic cancer. And, you know, I'm struggling to live. But I have not slept one damn night since Trump became president. I rallied and protested against his first time in office, and I woke up again, knowing that he was probably going to get the presidency, and I was horrified. And I got to say, he hasn't let me down. Everything I was worried about, he's doing, and I'm extremely concerned for America right now, because he's looking for that moment to call martial law. And I think people are so angry right now that I'm not sure that won't happen, because I really do feel like people are going to start to pick up arms and just shoot these bastards back. All these ICE agents that are just rogue at this point. They are hiring the most unprofessional, uneducated, drug addict, wannabes, like the Proud Boys, just thinking they're big guys with little penises, can shoot a woman in the face in broad daylight and think they can get away with it? No. Our laws are written differently, and even if Pam Bondi is stroking their dick right at the moment, it's not going to last. These guys will be held accountable. And as far as the murderer who shot Renee, I'm sure his ass got hightailed to the Philippines, where his immigrant wife is from. But we'll find him there. No matter where he goes in the world, his name, his face is all over the world now. And everybody's pissed. Everybody knows he's a murderer. And he'd be lucky if he can get back here to even face a criminal charge, because somebody's going to take him out. I'll guarantee you. And then they're going to start in on every other ICE officer. And that does concern me, because then Trump will bring in his army, and then what you have is a full-blown civil war. But Trump's pushing it, and I think America's been awesome. We've been very, very restrained, but I think he's pushing the envelope, and I don't know how much longer America can just chill out.
Resistance ASMR.
Guys, it's Brenda from Seattle. I'm just watching the news about the latest murder committed by ICE, and I'm beside myself. Just want to hug. I can't believe what's happening to this country. Thank you for what you do. You're holding us together. Thank you.
Hi, guys. I sure love you guys. You're great. But I just wanted to make a comment. I've tried to email the president I don't know how many times, and I write the email and everything, and I get down to the bottom and it says he cannot verify you or whatever, so it can never go through. Has anybody else come across this? I think they're just blocking it because they don't want any emails. Anyway, keep doing the great job that you're doing. We appreciate it. We love you. Take care.
Resistance ASMR.
Hi, Dangerous Ones. This is Tiffany from North Carolina. And I was just calling to say thank you so much for your content. It is one of the podcasts that I go to watch to make me feel great and to get a good laugh in these horrible, horrible times that we're living in at the moment. I am one of the proud 92% who voted for the right stuff in history and the right candidate. And you know what? We wear that as a fucking badge of honor. And one of the things that's one of the things I'm proud of for my community and for our community. And one of the things that I am sad about is just one of those things
Resistance ASMR.
I am freaking tired of these Nazi border control agents. I'm in Forest Grove, Oregon, right around where you guys are. Seeing another killing in Minnesota. 10 shots fired when the guy is laying on the ground. This is despicable. When are the GOP going to stop backing this fucking douchebag? When are we going to get control of this United States again? This is not Nazi Germany. This is the United States, which I have lived in for 70 years, and I'm just furious. I can't watch the news anymore. My blood pressure is sky high. This is so out of control. This is just fucking ridiculous. When are they going to stop kissing his fucking ass and get their lives back? I mean, this is just despicable what's going on in Minnesota. Well, it's also going on in other states too, but this is just awful. Thank you.
Hi, Dangerous One. Sorry about that. I think that my phone got cut off. This is Tiffany from North Carolina. Just calling to say thank you so much for your content. It's one of the podcasts that I watch that make me feel, like a normal person and make me feel proud and happy and uplift my spirits in these times that we're living in right now. And I always get a little bit pissed off because of being part of the 92% of black women who did not vote for this shit. And so we wear that as a badge of honor, but it's just every now and then you get in your mind like, this all could have been so different. And, what we did as a community and the left's, progressive communities pulled together to do our best, I think. Well, maybe not our best, but we did a lot and we pushed a lot, and this is the outcome. So every now and then it gets a little bit daunting and exhausting, but your guys' podcast always cheers me up, and just the laughs, the silliness, and the don't give a shit attitude. Absolutely love it. And just want to say, keep doing what you're doing. We support you, and thank you so much for your podcast. All right, you can delete the other message. It cut off. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Tess out of Boulder, Colorado again. I watched your show tonight, and I'm glad that you paid a tribute to MLK and his speeches. I watch them every year, and this year probably way more pointed than ever. I was 8 or 9 years old when MLK was shot, and my mother and father were in tears, and they were staunch Republicans, but they were absolutely in tears. And we kids, we were in tears. And I've never forgotten that. So it was pretty much close to my birthday, actually. So I remember it every year. Whether I want to or not, I just do. But, yeah, he stood for a hell of a lot, and the black community went through horrible stuff, horrible stuff. I was a kid as this whole civil rights movement was happening, and a teenager by the time it finally stopped. But I live and have lived in a community that's fairly progressive, but the towns around us were not. I remember seeing signs on doors at grocery stores and other places of business, using the N-word and the S-word, and, then later down the road it came against the gay people, and I'm one of them. So there was even a coffee shop here in Boulder that said no gays allowed. So we went in there and raised hell, and the business ended up having to change owners because of what we did to the business. So Nobody wanted to go get their coffee there because it was disgusting. And the businesses that were so racist also went out of business. So, protesting does work. But you're right, we got to stay peaceful, because if we play into the Psycho Twinkie's wet dream, and pop his cherry, he is going to put the military on the streets. But the only way that he can actually call for no election is if he institutes martial law. And he pretty much has to do it nationwide. If he only does it by one state, that's not going to help him in any other state. And you want to see the country turn on him on a dime, that will happen. We're already so close. And then after his stupid ass tweet overnight and the letter to Norway blaming them for him not getting the Peace Prize, what a dick. He has no clue. Norway doesn't give the Peace Prize, dude. Wake up. So, he's just a disgusting piece of shit. My t-shirt comes in this week, and it was Donald Trump being arrested by the cops, and below it says, "I have a dream." And I'm glad that it's coming, because this is you guys keep rocking, keep making me laugh. I love the middle of the day news feeds that you guys are putting out. And I do think that song, I grew up in the 60s, 70s, was an adult probably by the 80s, I guess. And song really made a huge difference in our protests against the Vietnam War. You think about all the great rock and roll that came out of America during the Vietnam War. Yeah, and Motown and a lot of great stuff, blues. And we have a message, and we need to keep creating those messages. America has kind of lost its groove when it comes to music, but maybe this is a reason for us to take it back, because the Europeans followed our model, and now they've kind of got one up on us now. So it's time for us to recreate new music. And
hello, danger. This is Al in Indiana. How's your day going, Jim? How's your day going, Tiffany? How's your day going, Nick? How's your day going, Mark? The reason why I'm calling is all this BS about, we want Greenland. Me, big man, Donnie Trump. We demand Greenland. Well, you know what, Donnie Trump? We already concede that Greenland belongs to Denmark. Where? Well, the convention between the United States and Denmark for the secession of the Danish West Indies. That's where.
What are you doing to resist?
This is where the United States and Denmark signed a treaty in which Denmark gave the United States the West Indies, including the islands of St. Thomas, St. John's, and St. Croix, together with the adjacent islands and the rocks. This was signed in New York City on the 4th day of August, 1916. And it was signed by the Secretary of State, Mr. Robert Lansing, and the King of Denmark. And it's all legalized. There's articles and everything else about what's going to happen and everything else. But there's also a declaration. This declaration states, in proceeding this day to the signature of the convention respecting the secession of the Danish West Indies Islands to the United States, the undersigned Secretary of State of the United States of America, duly authorized by his government, has the honor to declare that the government of the United States of America will not object to the Danish government extending their political and economic interests to the whole of Greenland. Signed by Robert Lansing, New York, August 4th, 1916. So yes, the U.S. government has extended to the Danish government that they will not object to the Danish government extending their political and economic interests to the whole of Greenland. Why isn't anybody talking about this? I found it no problems. If you want to find it, do a search for convention between the United States and Denmark for the secession of the Danish West Indies. Stop this bullshit, Trump. Denmark owns Greenland. Well, I found this interesting, and I think you will too. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Stay sane.
Hello, Danger Ones, Danger Corps, and to everyone, wherever you may be. This is BDK and MLJ. Two boomer blue dots from Hoosierville. We have come up with what one might consider as a good trouble, fun trouble mission statement for the resistance. It can be sung or shouted out loud and proud as we march on in protest or even when standing still. It is called the Freedom Creed. Made to see, for all to be. Colorblind, to be kind. One for all, and all for one. Far and wide, sea to sea, let us see what we can be. That's all, y'all. Power to the people. Right on.
Guys, this is Tess in Boulder, Colorado. I wasn't able to get through all of your ASMR phone calls. I got through about half. Anyway, I'm feeling what the country is feeling, that's for sure. And I'm about to be 69, so I've gone through a lot in this country. There's been a lot of turmoil, and this is probably the worst. I thought that shooting Renee Nicole Good in the head was absolutely the lowest, but no. They had to detain a little 5-year-old boy and use him as, I forget the name of the word, use him as, to entrap other people. Use him as bait. That is fucking low. These ICE agents, they have children. Many of them have children. How would they feel if we ripped their kids off, detained them, and used them for nefarious purposes? I don't think they'd be too happy. They're going low. I don't know how much lower they can go than to attack the little kids in this country. A little 5-year-old baby. They know nothing. They're probably scared to death and confused, and they're being told a whole lot of things, and they don't know these people, and they wear masks, and they look like bullies. And I can imagine what this poor kid was feeling inside, and even more horrible, that they put him in detention in Texas. We know what the fuck is going on in Texas. How could you do that to a 5-year-old child? How could you do that to anybody but a 5-year-old baby? Come on. I know damn well that the country is just about had enough. You know, I still want us to hold the peaceful end of it, but I also know that people are, you know, calling to start using weapons and just nailing ice in the head or the leg or wherever. In the balls would be a great place. You know, shooting somebody's pecker and balls off, that's got to hurt more than being shot in the head, because they won't die immediately from that. It takes them a while to bleed out, and the pain has got to be immense. But, you know, if I was to shoot somebody, that's where I would go. So anyway, I'm so flustered and tired. You know, I'm actually dying of cancer, and I'm hoping to live long enough to see things turn around and hopefully get this country back. As I told you, I came from Germany, and I was adopted and brought here because it was supposed to be the best country in the world. And look at us now. I mean, oh my God. I guess I'm lucky in the fact that I did have pretty much a good life here, even though it was difficult. I had a good life. But I'm going back to Germany. I got my citizenship, and I just want to be able to sleep. And I can't sleep here. It's just nightmare after nightmare after nightmare. I hate even going to sleep now because of what my mind goes through at night. So, yeah, I don't want to leave America because I want to fight for her. She's given me so damn much. But I also hear my homeland calling back to peace, back to laws, back to civil rights, back to regarding people as people and, you know, standing up for each other. Yeah, Europe's got its issues, but nothing like America right now. And I do fear that if more people do not get out, they won't like what's coming. You know, I'm well versed in what happened to Germany. No German child born there doesn't know about Hitler and, you know, everything that went on. And this country's headed for it. We already have our own little concentration camps, and people are dying. They're not getting medication. They're just thrown in there to rot. And that's exactly what Hitler did to people.
I have something that I just haven't seen, but I don't know why anybody hasn't thought of it. Humpty Trumpty sat on his wall. Humpty Trumpty had a great fall. Well, you know all the rest. But I picture his little egg-shaped, frickin' orange body, overcooked egg, motherfucker.
Hi, Dangerous Ones. Love you guys so much, especially the one with the ice slipping on their ass. It's hilarious. I did go to the Ice Out for Good last weekend. It went great. Nobody got hurt. I'm a medic, so, you know, things went smooth. So thank you guys for allowing me to speak. Love you guys much. Stay dangerous.
Hey, my name is Joe, and I'm calling from the state of Florida. I voted for Kamala. I vote Democratic every time, and I'm so sick of what I'm seeing, just like everybody else that's in your audience. But I'm calling today about something a little different. I've been barraged with these AI, I guess, shows on YouTube, and it's almost really, really hard to tell them from the real things. They put up something that we want to hear, and you look at it and you ask your AI on your phone, and they're like, no, that didn't happen. No, that didn't happen. No, that's not a real podcast. That's AI generated. And I was wondering if, I don't know how, or even if we could do this, or YouTube could do it, but I don't have the connections that you guys do. And I had a thought that maybe somehow we could talk YouTube into separating them. Have a separate channel altogether for the YouTube AI channel. All the AI ones go on one channel, and you guys all go on another one. As I have a friend, I can look it up. I can tell if I'm not sure if something's happened, and usually if it's too good to be true, it is AI. But she is older than me. I'm a senior, but she's older than me by 11 years, and she gets very confused about she calls me and she's like, oh, Donald Trump just got arrested. And I'm like, no, I don't think so, honey. But anyway, I was just wondering, maybe you can talk to the right people at YouTube and see if they can split it up, because it's not fair that we are being bombarded with this AI crap, especially people that are like her, that are older and don't really know the difference, or like younger people that are just, or MAGA people that are just stupid. And they see, there's a lot of them that are pro-Trump too out here. But, and they're not even in the country a lot of times, according to Gemini, which is now starting to be controlled by Google. So, anyway, that's my thought for the day. And I want to thank you all for everything you do. God bless you. Keep up the good work. Joe, peace out.
Hey guys, it's Miss P. Haven't talked to y'all in a while. I was just thinking about something. I watch a lot of different stuff, a lot of different podcasts and things, and everybody keeps talking about this general strike and how that's really the one thing that has to happen, and it has to happen for more than a week. And there needs to be a way where you guys can have a round table. All of the left-leaning podcasters need to Zoom together, along with maybe some leaders in like resistance, that have outreach out there and stuff, to get everybody on the same page. And we need to do it before the appropriations bill and all of that stuff. Anyway, just something I was thinking about. Everybody needs to be on the same page so the messaging is out there to every single person. It is all exactly the same.